Yeah, we were just discussing how beautiful our baby is. Each stated that they were biased. I said, yes, you have every right to be. Every right to be biased. They have a very beautiful baby.
They're just so beautiful. I know.
Hey, we just went live on YouTube. Vision boards. I woke up and got invited to a room that had digital vision boards.
That's cool.
It was a Facebook group.
Okay, that's cool.
Like 700 members in it. So you know what that is? That's a marketing list. That's an email list. You know, people buy people debt. Like they buy it in bulk, right? You buy somebody debt, and then the goal is to try to collect on whatever you can collect on it, or try to offer some other form of exchange. So when I brought up the buying of the debt, because it's the same thing with people, groups, and rooms.
It's like buying.
You buy into it by putting your attention and energy with it, and then taking it and bringing it into your world, like vision boards. We met at a vision board party.
We did. We did. Vision boards make sense as part of a groundbreaking aspect of what we do.
It just makes sense, bro. They know exactly what they want. They fiddle with us for a certain amount of time. That's why I forced them listening to a paragraph.
That's so funny. You said they fiddle with us. They're like, okay, the humanoids are playing with us.
Yeah, bro. They do fiddle with us. Like, bro, they know exactly what they're doing, man. They're like the smartest little things. Yeah. I mean, data. Like even their cry is getting more like it's not even it's like
Right.
Like you already know what this is.
Wow.
Okay, you're right. You desire to have some of the sweet note.
It is very sweet. I tasted it and I was like, this really just tastes like sweetened almond milk.
Sugar water.
So delicious.
That sugar water. So look, this is a production that was collaborated and created by Speak Freely Media founder AX and Mindset Detox for our divine. This is actually our first family project because we did this for the birthday of Imani. Yeah, this was from the Blessings Way, and we put images and numbers and different symbols around the blessing way so that we can create a foundation. We met at a vision board party. So creating products and services such as these, like we walk people through. You could walk somebody through making one of these, right?
Definitely. And it's just because all it is just being inspired by the images or the words that you find, like knowing, like they draw themselves to you, and once you create your format for how you desire to put them together, then it just sort of pulls itself together. I mean, the making of the booklet itself, like that part can definitely be taught.
Oh yeah, and this is the thing, vision board. So I was telling you about getting invited to like a Facebook group that was doing vision boards and digital. I think they were selling them, like selling a link to it. I bought into an affiliate program where they gave me access to the software. We were watching the Spotify movie, right? And it's called Playlist, and they're talking about the evolution of music into technology and being digital. It's like at the beginning of the internet phase, and like I'm blessed because I just got out of high school, so I was like a young adult, during the Y2K era.
That's the wildest thing that he said, that he's not a part of the music industry.
Who?
The founder.
Bruh, you're dealing with all of music.
Like, how are you not in the music industry?
Because it's just a veil.
Tech nerds.
It's a veil that everyone have. It's a mindset. Like even with these images that were drawn to us, right? Like from magazines or from newspapers or from articles, like you can search the web and you can print out, and then even the words that we decided to put in, like we're part of an industry, right? Like we're part of technology, like we're showing technology how it's programming our content. Like I said, I've been in digital vision boarding since 2015, 2016.
Through manifestation, through these lives and stuff.
Through these lives, I told you, affiliate programs, engaging with technologies. The nerds or people with Asperger's, he's wearing that hairdo. You know why he wore that hairdo? Because he was a fucking tech nerd that he didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like about how he looked. Like he was like, man, look, he sold his first company for $10 million.
Yeah, I didn't have much to worry about except just pushing through on his mission.
That's it. That's one of the things about a lot of these movies we're watching, right? Before I read this vision board out to you, is that a lot of these movies is talking about just pushing through, having resilience, like setting a goal and then creating habits behind it, like gathering a team together. Everyone achieves more. You can't do shit by yourself.
A team that feels what your vision is as a part of their own vision.
Feels it, like not even know fully what the fuck it is, but just know that it feels amazing when you talk about it, and the other pieces will fall into place. And that's what I feel like with this vision board. Like I've read it several times, I've rapped it, I freestyled it. I enjoyed this vision board, the vision board process, and this product that was birthed from your creative mind, Imani's creative feeling and source, the tribe that we have around us, our creative mind. Like this is a dope project. And like I said, even like remaking this project as the case study or the model, like showing people how to create. Like this is the first time I've seen a magazine and showing couples how to create their vision board, because a vision board is taking on a quantum level. It's a spell book.
Yes. And even I was thinking about it in relationship to some of the events that we do for Speak Freely, right? It's like we have the open mic events, we have these vision board parties, we have events where we discuss, it's like a community forum. Like, I think a vision board is it creates a world that you visualize in your Akash, and it manifests it into reality. And what it does, by utilizing pieces of reality that are already engaged with, you're creating it's like double creation, because you take pieces of reality that did not have the intention of being part of the vision board and you're recreating it. So it's like double creation.
It's a consistent form of alchemy. I was looking at the word right here. It's a consistent form of alchemy. Breaking things down and transmuting them into other things. I love this. Look, I'm part of this. Big up to Speak Freely. Big up to Speak Freely .369. That's a new channel that we just launched. Also, Speak Freely 111, Speak Freely 222.
All the way up to 999.
Hey, yo,
we just have to create pages.
Hey, these are just stations. So, like, knowing that we're tuning into a station, people tune into our station. We went to the event and it was like, yo, I watch y'all. Like, I'm a fan in real life. Like, that's something that's dope. And honestly, we've been visualizing what we've wanted, and I've been doing vision boards for some time now.
What are you doing? Ow. Okay. All right, bring it back.
You gotta switch.
No.
You need the pillow.
No, they They were like, thank you.
You're welcome.
What was you doing?
Whatever I want. Whatever I want. Um, so feed your mind, indigenous, evolving the truth, vision, dreams, legacy. I read this to Imani before they had feeding time. Uh, reclaiming our sacred ground. That's lit right there. Like this is how my mind is with dyslexia. Like words, I can see things everywhere.
Word. So this is like a perfect way to visualize your dyslexic mind.
Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's what a book looks like to you?
Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like. And I get dragged to certain words and letters. Like I can read this, like
Word.
because it's a feeling. We don't really read with our eyes. We read with our knowing. Like these symbols look like a word that we know.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which feels like a resonation of a feeling.
Yep. And then the interpretation of that is how we orate. Like learning that has been the dopest thing. I posted a video today with me and Av. I was like time traveling, we have had high conscious level conversations. I was like, yo, we've done podcasting, webcasting, interviews, workshops, one-on-ones. Like we've done a lot, and it's been over an expanded of time, but we've manifested a lot of the stuff we've done. It started with vision boards. It started with writing out goals. It started with playing that out, reading certain books, watching certain videos. It's just spinning our attention in certain habits or paradigms. I am braver than I think. I am capable of doing anything. I'm capable of doing anything. I have something to be grateful for every day. I release guilt over past mistakes and embrace them as lessons so I can grow.
Mm-hmm.
I allow myself to feel. I appreciate and cherish myself.
Yes. Yes.
More every moment. Happiness is my birthright. We are grateful for magnetism, liberating the loved ones, superabundance, the many blessings of community and our nations, larger than expected celebration of beautiful moments as we manifest the culture, building planets free as we free the people, justice network, a free world of adventures to remember, victory carrying on the mission, when wishes come true, intelligence evolution as we break the cycle, friends make a difference, thrive as the family joy, baby Imani, Imani, as the village of health, reclaiming our sacred ground. As for unto us as a child is born, unto us a son is given, his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah 9:6. Isaiah is Justin's middle name.
Really?
Yep. Bridges built with self-love. It's playtime in the Christ consciousness as community leaders celebrate indigenous sovereignty. Like this is I told you that's how my dyslexic mind read.
I like watching you read and your interpretation of the sounds that go with it.
I say.
Yeah.
So the sounds is just how I orate. Like everyone has a poetic flow of their song. Like I just think about it's like an actor thinks about something, and in that thought they get a feeling of it. And if you interpret what you're seeing, like this was all done for Imani. He's doing this around the birth of Imani, the foundation and the village around him.
And I was also thinking for like our legacy.
Legacy.
Imani's definitely a part of the legacy and also its mission. This was a vision board for 2023, but just also a vision board for the legacy.
I love that. I received that. Thank you for making the space for that. you like to read?
Sure. Can you scratch my neck? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Joyful rap battles, the power of art with a sense of magic, higher consciousness education, confidence and divine opinions where we let go of being perfect. This is bigger than me. All of this transmutes into only a transformational leader can and will change the world. Global leadership for the digital age. Speak freely is how we're going to change the world. We remember that a hug makes it better. We got some $11 million over here, $327 million over here, calling in all the abundance. I remember all that is infinite. I am the winds that have forever moved through the skies, and when I stop and I breathe, the world floats away and all stands still. This moment and I are of the divine, so may my love be received and my purpose fulfilled. Daily gratitude practice. Got a little portal over there on the side. Gratitude portal. The children benefit from our legacies. So the Speak Freely mission and vision. As a part of the Speak Freely collective, Speak Freely Media is an intentional international platform that invites people from every discipline, nation, and culture who do the internal work to live their authentic truth with the intention of uplifting their communities. We aim to inspire our communities to be the change that they seek. We offer unified space for the sharing and creation of knowledge and solutions for our greatest collective challenges. Mindset Detox TV, Nation Mission and Vision. We desire to elevate the minds of 2.7 billion souls by providing an edutainment broadcasting station. This intentional network is also the access point of the Digital Underground Railroad and is the network of elevated souls that are actively building out a liberated world. Reimagining solidarity, mission, and vision. Building bridges between communities through education, restorative communications, and asset and resource distribution. Our intention is to be the bridge between communities traditionally separated by class to balance the scales and redistribute abundance and wealth with equity. 369 Consulting Mission and Vision. To assist those desiring to live their dreams and realize their most empowered, self-realized potential by exiting the matrix and living outside of the indoctrination system. Our programs include guidance, mentorship, access to indigenous spirit science knowledge, and safe, brave space to empower the inner child and reprogram your mindset for abundance and liberation.
Abundance and liberation.
Mm-hmm.
Ja, yo, hearing our mission statements inside of the foundation of accessing global leadership for the digital era age. I'm a leader of leaders. Much love to you, Who Jr., dope ass MC, artist, creator, content creator from the Melodic family. Like the Costa Nostra is like mob shit, right? So it's like what we're doing is the spiritual Costa Nostra, the melanated and indigenous, like in the avatar. We're bringing in, calling all the dope ass elements of hip hop, calling all the elements of building out a nation, all the elements of really practicing your craft. And not really struggling or working super hard, but working super intentional. Like we have like in order for us to do all of these things, right? Speak Freely had to create a set of habits that they had to do and follow. They had to have rituals that they had to do. Like last year with Reimagining Solidarity, they created rituals of investing into the community leaders, investing into the community by shopping a certain way. They call it buying black, but I say it's investing in highly melanated and indigenous cultures.
Investing in people who are investing in community.
There you go. And then even with Mindset Detox TV Nation, like I get on here on these social media, we had 5 cameras set up. We had 3 cameras, 3 cell phones, and 2 laptops set up max. So like I bring that up because we've created a station. We just launched a collaborative station, Speak Freely Died 369. Super lit. Already 50 something engagements. Already 15 new followers. And
for real.
bruh,
Go the fuck in.
bruh, like
That's
it's
what's up.
like I'm ecstatic because when you create these habits and you get around vibrations that resonate in harmony, just like in music, what happens is you create dope ass portals, and we created a dope ass portal of art, magic, uh, speaking freely, and then also it's what's the word? Edutainment.
Yes. Documentation, edutainment, uh, journalistic, and then also community engagement. I was just writing about the model of what Speak Freely is, and Speak Freely is like the Red Cross, where we go, where we're known for what we are, and we don't have a set location, but we go to communities, we go to community centers, and we offer our services. And our services include live performance shows where we showcase local artists and local organizations. We go to local organizations and provide service, or we just provide service by going to local open mics. And then we bring people back, and then they come, and then they come back to our show, and we have a community forum.
We sit and we have ceremony and we break bread and we show the importance of rituals and the importance of really engaging with our ancestors, engaging with the medicines of the ground. Like people smoke and do mushrooms or acid without intentions, and that is just like underage drinking. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, like I'm very much so like what you just said in regards to the bringing back. I was at Stanislaus' house. Stanislaus is a apostle that transitioned. She was in her 60s, almost 70s when she transitioned. But I'm at her house and I'm watching. She's a super Christian, by the way. Like she goes all the way in for Christ. And
Word.
so I'm watching. She got the CBC channel on. That's like the Christian broadcasting channel, right? And the CBC is on, and they're playing this docu series on this dude that's going around the world carrying the cross, right? And but what he does
Is he the dude that carries like a big ass cross?
it's a big ass cross,
Like he's
bro.
got it on his back, like
Yes,
this big.
yes,
Oh, I know about this
yes,
dude.
bruh. So this is my first time seeing this dude, right? So he's going around carrying this cross, and he's letting people know about the word of Christ. But like he sets up at these after hour spots, right? He sets up at he'll get a hotel room or he'll rent out like a banquet hall, and after he'll go to the club,
Mm-hmm.
and then he will engage with the people that's at the club and let them know, yo, we can come back to the after hour spot. We're gonna talk a little bit of God. Got some weed, got some drink. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had the spirits,
Mm-hmm.
and he would sit back and talk about the word of God. And when I saw that show, I was like, oh, this is dope. And this is before I saw Osho, and being able to create an environment that's conducive to um, spiritual healing, spiritual maturity, alchemy with using sacred energy exchange
Mm-hmm.
from the setting the intentions with the medicines, setting the intentions with even going into places like who maybe think it is too is Tsunami Sam. He was like, "Yo, I skate and I'm a DJ. I'm in a bunch of dark places, but I bring the light." And I was like, "It's very true.
Mm-hmm. That's where Jesus walked.
That's where Christ walks, man." And honestly, what we're doing, I like how you did it too. How you read the top and the cross and you jumped to the words. What we're doing is we're going into the belly with talking about leaving indoctrinated systems, talking about creating new systems of governance.
I mean, we're basically like we're showing people how to be in ceremony, how to be family, how to be in community, and how to be sovereign while doing it. It's like because we're going in and we're creating an. One of the things that people really love about Speak Freely is that it feels like family space
It feels like family.
because of the fact that like the family is a frequency idea because it gives the opportunity to. Um, it gives the opportunity to really just be yourself and um, in that it it provides um, space for like we're talking about ceremony, right? Like how we're creating space for where people can be taught how to the in ceremony. And this is where we can engage with people that, because it's a collective space, it's like these are things that as a collective, like we can have the squad coming with us, and we can also like engage with people who know how to do that, how to engage with ceremony, that go through the process in the program. Like this is what the collective is. It's like we put our people on.
Yeah, and that's what we did last year. Um, One of the biggest things about last year's tour, right,
Mm-hmm.
was Speak Freely. Um, we saw the power of collaborative effort.
Yes.
We saw the power of being able to partner with a company and brand that cares about the community, that's actively working in the community, and then how of a quantum impact that it can have. Um, right now, you need some assistance with it?
I am going to go use the bathroom.
All right.
So here's the baby.
Yep. Come on, homie. Yep. You got a burp time. Tag.
Teen.
Efforts.
And
So
then if they start to fuss.
you gonna set up the bottle for me? Thank you. Like, even with this, like rearing a child, the dopest thing about the fourth trimester, right? Figuring out how
We get to do it as a team.
yes, like we teamed the baby process. There's stuff that I couldn't do that I could do. But like once the baby comes out, we get to talk to it together. We get to engage with it. We get to hold the space.
Right.
Enjoy your pee. And one of the dope things, I know. Can I get a burp? Can I get a burp? Yeah. Oh no, I know. It was a beautiful process of getting baby Imani here, gestating, engaging with. Hmm. Getting baby Imani here, discussing alchemy, discussing collaborative efforts. One of the things that we talk about a lot is how we love ourselves, how we trust ourselves, how we honor ourselves, how we value, how we trust ourselves, how we respect ourselves. I love the person that I am and the person that I've become. I am in control of how I feel today. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to feel today. I allow myself to feel happiness. I know that I'm part of something much bigger. Alchemy, as you breathe in all light, love, happiness. Breathe out the colors of healing. As inspiration and thought, life filled, affirming events are happening. Elevated events starts here. Nation building, foundation in the arts. Hey, breathe. Foundations in the art. Give the ultimate gift, your time. This year, express your gratitude through giving and great decisions. So, awesome. 2023 preparation. 2023 holds many aspects of a mega year, right? With many revelations in the third dimension, mainstream culture. Oh, there we go. Third dimension mainstream culture that will rock the mindsets of and BS, also known as belief systems, that of many people. This is the year many lives and lifestyles will drastically shift. There will be a deepening and expanding of our connection with the divine of our higher self, AII, ancestral indigenous intelligence, spirit science, guides, and our meta souls aspects, especially those that vibrate at higher frequencies of consciousness. This will allow us to tap into the frequencies of unity consciousness. Our emotional bodies must be mastered, and our awareness of our feelings, thoughts, and actions must be heightened. The light workers will be able to assist with accountability and examples of the steps to becoming a master of thyself with our Father, Mother, Holy Spirit assistance. Tapped into the ether. Even as we may still be traveling and establishing solid foundations as the children of the light, we become an example that we can survive, having layer after layer peeled away, and what emerges is actually more love in an embodied form. I said, I love myself. I said, I love myself. And then I love you too. We are willing to release the thoughts and the things that clutter our hearts, minds, and soul. We release whoever it is to their highest self, and we to ours. See us happy, healthy, and prosperous. It is so. Source, Mother, Father, Son, 369. I'm gonna change your diaper. Okay. Oh yeah. Having a vision board, having the vision, and being able to share that vision with friends, family, loved ones, accomplices, people, places, things, and then having inspired action that goes with it. Talking about 2023 and then having inspired action for 2023 is huge. Yo, and they crushed that bottle with ease.
I know they did.
They crushed that. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna crush this. I burp. Oh yeah. You take a bath today, homie?
Yes. Baby bath.
Oh man.
Yeah, being able to have these lives, it continuously puts data into the metaverse. This is our intention.
This is the attention.
This is what we're doing. Ancestors never forget. Because that's what it's really for. I'm telling the ancestors all this.
Yep. I told you last night, like when we're talking to ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, I took out both of these socks.
Just now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's right there. I'm calling on the ancestors and the ancestors.
Ancestors. A8. That's how you transmute that shit. Ancestors.
Ancestors. Yep. H for the balance. We hear your voice. Mwah.
Cookie. Cookie. Oh. Good.
Good job. Yeah, man. these being when I realized that going live streaming, similar to how we was talking about the guy that created Spotify, having the vision. Like when I saw that people in China or Korea or India was up when not many people in America was up, and they was up doing lives. Like
When did you see that?
this is when Facebook Live first went like they first launched it, right? So similar to what LinkedIn Live, not everybody had access to Facebook Live, and not everybody was aware of using it. So it had like this map, right? So you could look at who's live now, and it'd be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I was doing my like mindset shifting, and I was resculpting my belief systems or my habits, my paradigms, and I would see um, the Eastern culture, the Eastern world up, and I get to watch their lives, and I'm like, yo, it's the middle of the day over there, and it completely shifted my thought process. I was like, yo, bro, there was some people that was in the U.S. and they was at like strip clubs and shit like that, and it was and then there was some people that were in school, they were in class, and I got to watch sunrises and sunsets in Australia. Like it just, and it was in live time, so it was like, it was a different feeling. Um, and that's what I realized with the streaming, what we're doing right now. Somebody's gonna watch this, even if they're not watching it in live. You create a station, they're gonna watch it at some point in time.
Right.
And we can send people to watch it. Once it's in the cloud, we can send people to watch it. So like my excitement about the Speak Freely 369 collaboration, that channel. Mwah. Yep, I kissed your chin. Are you saying you want more? I'm always saying I want more. Thank you for making the rice. Look, we're gonna get a pump that isn't manual. That's gonna be electronic. You press a button and it pump both of them things at one time. It's like push, 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 push. Cause this baby eats, bro. They like, we need a supply. Like the sweet milk is where it's at. Connected to communities, indigenous, 1.7 trillion. Yeah, they immediately pee in the diaper. It's never more than 10 minutes before they like the diaper blue line is showing. I was waiting for a new one so I could let loose. Businesses, connected communities of mental health, millions, 51 million, 1 billion, 45 billion, 11 million, quantum physics and consciousness, conscious 5D science, the recruitment of intentional leaders, the spiritual leaders, the leaders of leaders. Hey, peace and love, Key. Much love. I got your lighter too. Just want to let you know. Thank you. The good vibes. We definitely replace it next time we see you.
And we still got to send you did you send her the form?
No, I'll send you the form today. Yeah, I got to send the form to a lot of people. The link tree with the subscribe button. What we're doing right now is calling in abundance. Key was at the Blessing Way.
Yes. Divine Auntie Mommy Monty.
Yeah, Monty.
Divine Monty.
And during this, creating these vision boards, right? Creating vision boards, especially when we're talking about abundance, the spiritual leaders, like, and we were talking about people going through the process with us. Like, there's a village that we put around Imani. And like we got Key that was in here, Who Jr. was in here over here. Shout out to the Melodic family. It was just Melodic Mondays. um, the underground scene of parents, families, creators, artists, the community. It's like family is a frequency to me, and Monty, she said she loved that. The family being that's the Bay Area team. Shout
Shout
out
out to the homie that came up.
Ron G. Flossalino, LaRon Blankenship. He's like, yo, the Blankenships is a powerful name. And yo, I be coming across some of the most interesting people. That,
Blankenship.
yeah, like he's so cool. Met him in the cipher. But connected communities through mental health, spiritual leadership is clearing out the clutter and clearing out the karmic debt and balancing the scales within our inner child. Also, like I've listened to people that have a success money mindset, and I've read books on wealthy mindsets, and I've been around millionaires and billionaires and famous people, and I just hear how they talk. I hear how they talk about themselves. I hear how they talk about ideas. I hear how they talk about potential partners, or like knowing how to speak life into your assets and resources, right? Like art therapy for the kids. Like I got to talk to a yogi this past week, Kidan, and she does the laughing yoga. Like we have an opportunity to work at the Ascension Center. Like I sit back, I reached out to them to yesterday, and like I'll be calling them soon. Like getting to a point where you know how to create the habits that go with acquiring assets and resources, like the assets that we desire for reimagining solidarity, mindset detox TV, speak freely media, 369 consulting. It requires a lot of assets. It requires a lot of assistance, all hands on deck.
Right. And the reason why we're doing this, right, is like Speak Freely Media is a media company that is dedicated to creating media that empowers you when you watch it. Mindset Detox TV is dedicated to documenting all of the dope shit that's happening, like, and the real shit that's happening, the authentic truth that's happening. Mindset Consulting is to assist you with detoxing your mind so you can break away from the paradigms that we've been taught. And Reimagining Solidarity is meant to funnel money from those that desire to donate, specifically from the middle class to upper class communities that desire to build bridges, to be able to fund all of this. And these are huge dreams and these are huge ideas, and behind it all is the intentional desire as oneself to be integritous within oneself. Like, I love myself. I desire to manifest a world where I know that I'm participating in creating something where I don't have to accept the fact that the people who are running our government are active pedophiles that are doing X, Y, and Z. I don't have to accept that systematic oppression is something that's just a given for a society. Like, I desire to manifest a life where that's not a given, and where our intentional platform for living is to thrive. And because that's what I desire for myself, and as an extension of myself for my legacies and for my futures, like, it requires us to be able to, when you're talking about paradigm shifts, we have programming within our minds that comes from the colonizer system, that comes from ancestral trauma, that comes from all of these things that are meant to keep us from a place of fear over faith. But operating from the place of faith, we call it God, we call it ancestors, we call it source, whatever culture it has been calling it, the all mind, the all consciousness. We just are in the process now of remembering that we're all interconnected. We're all interconnected. Can you grab this book really quick? So I'm reading this book right now called Native Science. What's the title? Native Science.
It's called Native Science: Natural Laws of Interdependence.
Natural Laws of Interdependence.
What up, Gregory? And
this person is echoing what you've shared with me as an indigenous person to this land, but what we know as science in Western culture still comes from Western culture. Western culture created their definition of what science is, but many cultures have many different types of science. And indigenous science in particular talks about the interdependence of all life. And science is the pursuit of knowledge. And creativity is the universe's ordering principle and process. Creativity is what the world is, and chaos allows for creativity to continue to manifest. So in that, right, it's like knowing that what we're creating is based on indigenous principle, and it's giving credit to where credit's due. Like it's an integration of the old with the future into the now moment, utilizing technology, communicating with ancestral intelligence, and then applying it also to practices of indigenous science that have unfolded for eons.
Yep.
Everything is just repeating its cycle back around.
And that's why even with the time that we're in, we're protecting the families. You was talking about the world in regards to pedophilia. You was talking about indigenous science. Like I'm indigenous because I have a high level of melanin. People be like, why you think you're indigenous? I don't think I'm indigenous. I actually know where I'm from. I sat in a clubhouse room with all these highly educated, domesticated as melanated individuals, was they were spewing their lack of knowledge. Like I know myself. That's one thing that I do know. And in doing knowing that, I know that out of turbulent times, right before the sun comes up, right, the dawn, like the dawning of the sun, it's the darkest.
Mm.
So when you can go through those dark nights of the soul and then meet your ancestors in those moments, like I tell you a lot about my dreams. We wake up and talk about our dreams. We talk about our poops. We talk about, like, these are all indigenous things. We talk about the food we eat. We're building out a foundation and brand for Imani and Imani siblings along with their cousins. Like I like my goal. We see family differently. Like how my mom gave you that Ohana, the Lilo and Stitch. My mom is so magical.
Yes.
On every accord, bro. Like
yes.
every accord, she's
claimed.
Magical. Yeah, you my daughter now. My daughter.
She claimed.
Yes, and it was like, it was subtle, but it was like all that magic she did, she had to pay for it. There's a price to pay when you use a magic. And like people are aware and unaware. That's why when people want large amounts of money or assets and resources, if they don't know that there's a price to pay for that assets and resources, right? You have to do something in order to get that.
And often, so one of the things that we talk about in terms of spiritual warfare, right, is like something that people see when celebrities get to another level is they talk about the sacrifice. And the thing is that if you're holding space for people who don't have space for your vision and your dream, you have to understand that in order for you to be able to make it to the next level, you have to take your life force out of them because they're holding on to you to keep themselves from changing or growing.
Or the life force will be taken from them. Like the balancing of the scales. When I talk about the angel of death, like people, your family members, there's family members that drop off of this frequency. And what I mean by that, it's a random accident. They can, a random illness that might pop up. Like a million people don't wake up in the morning.
Right.
Every day, a million people don't wake up. So if you're one of the people that happen to wake up and you're still in the timeline that you're in, like knowing how to divvy up your energy exchange is everything. Like who you're spending your time with. Like I told you, us being around certain vibrations, it activates them to either get higher in their vibration or they fall into the darkness of it.
Right, because they get overwhelmed by the amount of faith because they're actively invested in fear.
Actively. So it's like knowing that I got big dreams, and they said like you can't really share your big dreams with small-minded people. So it's just like our family and friends. Family to me is frequency. Like my mom, all my brother. Like I watch how family treat each other. Like where I'm at right now. Like Jay, he's like he got a mom that cares about him. Like he has children that care about him. He has friends that care that he's alive. The same thing with your family. Like you got family that care about you. I have family that care about me. And knowing how our family can work together and become a village,
right,
and become a tribe, and then become a nation, that's something that's been taken out of our communities. And I'm actively fucking piecing the pieces back.
Because the thing is like on some real shit, like this is where everybody Like these are the biblical times, and the question you have to ask yourself is like, how much are you willing to believe that these are the biblical times? Because based on how much you believe that it is going to determine whether you're going to be able to get on the boat or not. Like people who are actively putting their heads in the sand and pretending that all this crazy shit isn't happening, and just going along with the program, they're going to fall victim to the program, and that can mean that their physical bodies may be okay, but their spirits, like, it kills your spirit. Or we don't know what the next. We have a feeling, but
it's an amalgamation of a bunch of shit.
And and the thing is, it's like nation building. Homie going ham over here. Yes, it's a very intentional conversation. Yes, we believe in your future. Yes, we're doing everything to make sure that we can create a future where you can thrive. Yes, baby. Absolutely. Nation building on this land was the land of the free, and while they fucked up that algorithm, they still put that intention there. So people are going to be looking to the Americas as all this shit starts to disintegrate into being able to actually build out free nations, because the indigenous people of this land already put the blueprint for that.
Hawkeye, motherfucker. Hawkeye. So, solutions for a healthy home and how to turn turbulent times into positive action. So, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is a Taoist term, right? Buddhist term that means the devotion to the cosmic law of cause and effect through sound. So affirmations are statements of truth. Vision boards, when you write out the words, when you see them, you speak them, you listen to them. Like what we created right now, we can go back and screen record this and cut out bits and pieces and repurpose it.
Definitely. Because that's what people have the focus and attention for.
Yeah. What we're doing right now is like a show is 45 minutes with commercials, right? That 47 minutes. That's what a sitcom, a series, a show is. What we're doing, right, is creating hour-long series that's wrapped around our podcasting. Like we're shooting live from Restream, which is a studio, online. It's technology. I'm a nerd, bro. I'm a techno mage. That's what Reggie calls himself, techno mage. I'm a techno mage, and this Restream, right? It afterwards we can download the audio and we can download the video, and we can use that audio to put up on the podcast through Anchor app or Swap or wherever, and then we can have a audio imprint of this going out to the different algorithms and meta. But also we could come in and clip like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 30 seconds of some dope shit that we just said, right? Mm-hmm. And then gain the people's attention and then drive the traffic to the longer video. Drive it, because like we're creating our own streaming services. Like we talk about Spotify, they were talking about streaming just music. Fuck that. Let's stream everything. That's what Billy Carson in Forbidden Knowledge. He's like, yo, I want to stream whatever the fuck I listen to, I watch, I feel, so that those people that's similar to me will come and watch that shit. Like Dame Dash got his own streaming service. Like, you know what I mean? I've been approached 3 times by people that wanted to start their own conscious streaming service. Like with Phase One, like Guy is a dope conscious streaming service, but it's heavily whitewashed. And they utilize all these ancient indigenous principles with a very Western culture on it. Like, and it's
because they're like, these principles have been lost and we discovered them again. It's like, no, bro.
No, bro. They was already here. Y'all hid them. Y'all hid them.
They're not lost. You just took a shit on top of them.
Yeah, bro. Y'all hid them, and now the fertilization is happening. So, like it's growing.
Flowers grow from shit.
It does, bro. Do you see the bars, bro? Learning how to turn lemons into lemonade. And we talked about, like I said, the law of cause and effect through sound. Namyo Denge Kyo. This is something that we do daily. Like we've infused it. We've been to Buddhist temples. We actually painted a mural on a Buddhist temple in East Oakland on, what was the street? It's Foothill and what?
Foothill, and I can see it more than I can remember the street.
What was like your street was right off of a number
35th.
35th. There you go. Foothill and 35th.
Yep.
So like Buddhism is in our, Taoism is in our, it's in our vibration, it's in our frequency. So Namyo Denge Kyo, Namyo Denge Kyo, Namyo Denge Kyo. And this prayer, right, is a prayer that you share with your loved ones, those that may trespass against you. Because my brother said we don't got no enemies, we just got unaware allies, and then also for yourself. So may we be peace filled, may we be happy and healthy.
Yes.
May our nations live with love, wisdom, laughter, and the ease of loyalties.
Yes.
May our friends and family be peace filled. May they be happy and healthy. May their nations live with love, wisdom, laughter, and the ease of loyalties. May our trespasses be peace filled. May they be happy and healthy. And may their nations live with love, wisdom, laughter, and the ease of loyalty. I am willing to be able to release the thoughts and the things that clutter my mind and heart. I release whoever it is to their highest self and me to mine.
Yes.
I see us happy, healthy,
yes,
and prosperous
yes,
in all we do.
yes,
It is so.
yes.
So see to it.
Okay.
Spirits, source, universe, God, and Jah. Amin. Ashe. Agoje.
Agoje.
You finish it off in the back, and we right at the hour mark.
You are made of stardust. The elements that make up our bodies were forged inside ancient stars. And with that knowledge, it is our every intention to create a liberated world without legacies. Gratitude is the best.
Listen, y'all stay blessed and highly favored. Like, for those that tuned into this was a great download on vision boarding and how to manifest your vision. Honestly, you watch this video multiple times, watch it with the family, take out a pen, etch it down. Like, if you watch this, you'll get the tips on how we've disconnected from the matrix. We're living our own world. Tune into our Speak Freely .369 Instagram channel. Tune into Speak Freely Media Instagram. EIYHXAX. Tune into their Instagram. And right now, we also are broadcasting live from Tarot 369 and Shaman _Remo 369. So tune into Mindset Detox TV.
369.
We got channels.
Consulting.
We a whole station out here, bro. A whole station. So listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And to our ancestors that's been listening to us, we say thank you.
In abundance.
We say
love
thank
y'all.
you. Peace.